When the nation is on fire, you can count on the Constitution and the states it serves. The wisdom of the Founding Fathers came not from within, but from the Creator Himself. We are here today to seek His wisdom and His guidance in restoring the freedoms He granted to all of us. Join us today in the battle for your faith, your family, and your future. This is the truth.
Welcome, Patriots, to another episode of The Truth. I'm John Williams.
And I'm Steve Hopkins, and you are about to see and hear the unbridled, the unaltered, the unfiltered truth that you will not get anywhere else.
That's right.
John, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Steve. Glad to be back.
Man, let me tell you what. We had a little off time there, the conflict and schedule and everything, and so we're back. And oh my gosh, we thought we'd come on here and do a live and just, see how everybody was doing, that kind of thing. And hopefully I can pull up comments here where I can keep an
we've got them. I've got them here.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, something that just floored me this morning. Was up drinking coffee, waiting on you to tell me to get myself in gear.
Right.
But watching a little Fox News, that weekend show, and showing the pictures of these people in Los Angeles just jumping the counter, looting.
It was at a 7-Eleven or something.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I just, what is going on?
I mean, I've seen this week alone, a guy that was, I think he was arrested and charged with murder in New York City that was arrested last week or 2 weeks ago for punching some guy in the face and breaking
in a coma now.
Yeah. And they turned him loose with no bail. I mean, just let him go.
Well, here's the thing too. Did you see this morning too, the governor, Miss Liberal 2.0 progressive, demanded that they get him back into custody. All right. So what's different from him and all the other cases?
All right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what it was. She was getting political backlash over that one because of, all the heat from all the media and everything. Yeah. Politicians, that's, what the second thing that politicians hate the worst is negative media. The first thing is angry voters.
Yeah.
Y'all keep that in mind. Let them have it.
Well, and I saw this week, and I just get tickled. Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott. There's a few governors that throughout the state are doing some things right, and DC's mayor and New York City's mayor whining and complaining about the busloads of immigrants getting dropped off in their poor neighborhoods.
Yeah. The ones that want to go there.
Yeah.
Who are getting on the buses wanting to go.
And they've gotten like 1,500 and compared to a couple of million?
Yeah, we got a couple of million running loose.
We've increased the population of the U.S., 1% this year in illegal immigrants alone?
And don't get us wrong. John and I have talked about this. There are people that come here for legitimate reasons.
Sure.
They'll be hardworking people. But guys, the thing is we have laws.
Right.
And without laws, we cannot hold this country together.
Yeah, I don't fault anyone for wanting to live here. I mean, I don't fault them at all. And I honestly, Steve, if I'm being just really honest, I don't fault them for coming in illegally because number one, we're letting them. And number two, we've made the system so difficult for them to try to come in legally that, it's worth more. But it's easier to come in illegally than it is legally. But what concerns me is what they're bringing with them. Did you see this week they announced that the Customs and Border Patrol seized enough fentanyl in July alone to kill every human in America?
Right.
So it's not the people that concern me. It's what the cartels are forcing them to bring in with them to smuggle across the border.
Right.
It's just ridiculous.
It's like the cartels have, declared war on the United States, and we're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, and I mean, you think about we killed what, an Al Qaeda leader from flying a drone from 8,000 miles away and sent a Stinger missile through his windshield last week or a couple weeks ago. I mean, we could do the same thing with the drug cartels. Yeah. Why are we not?
Well, I hate to put it this way and be this blunt, but the Biden administration has neutered border control.
Yep.
Agents down there. I mean,
absolutely.
They're pretty much just given an order to stand down, and it's such a shame because a lot of these people want to come here for the right reasons and everything. They're finding dead bodies in the deserts and places where it's just a shame.
It is. It absolutely is. Well, I did see yesterday, Steve, a bright note finally concerning the 2020 elections. Ron DeSantis announced, and he said this was his opening salvo. He had 20 people arrested who voted illegally in Florida, and that's just the start.
Right. We've got to have more of that. And we've got to have people that will step up and take a stand. Now, DeSantis also said, he was speaking in Ohio for whoever's running for governor or maybe Senate up there. Mm-hmm. He said that, guys, not only do you need to vote for or find good Republican candidates, but you need to find good Republican candidates that are going to actually do something, take a stand, a principled stand.
That are true conservatives.
He said, I mean, from Ron DeSantis, America's governor, okay? But, the crime thing, when you're looking around and you've got Soros-funded DAs all over the country who are just letting people out left and right. And, they commit a crime, they let them out, they go commit another crime within hours. It's so ridiculous. And I wanted to read this to you guys. Samuel Adams said, neither the wisest constitution nor the wisest laws will secure the liberty and happiness of a people whose manners are universally corrupt. He therefore is the truest friend of the liberty of his country, who tries most to promote virtue. Mm-hmm. A virtue-less society cannot stand.
No.
And what we're seeing in America is the death of a civilized society.
There's no
regard for law
or life or moral. We're morally corrupt.
Right.
That's all it is to it.
And we won't say all.
Yeah, not all.
Not all, but I mean, where these places are. It's where Democrats are running the show. It's these Democrat cities where, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Is this some form of, I don't know. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. If you don't have laws, if you don't enforce laws, if you don't have respect for law enforcement.
Is that not called anarchy?
Pretty much.
I mean, it's just the absence of law.
but we can raid Mar-a-Lago.
Right. Yeah.
We can raid Mar-a-Lago
because those 11 boxes of paperwork are really important compared to the enough illegal drugs coming across the southern border last month alone to kill every one of us.
Yeah,
that's not important. Steve, apparently,
Steve Roberts said, "You don't have a country if you don't have a border."
That's right. That's right. You just got a land mass.
Hey, guess what, guys? Mississippi doesn't have borders. We do not have borders. I don't know if you knew that or not. Chris Brown, cousin Chris, I like to call him, has submitted a bill just about every year to reestablish Mississippi's borders. At some point, some genius eliminated the borders. So I'm waiting for Memphis to just annex DeSoto County, that kind of thing. So no borders. Listen, when you go, next time you go into Memphis, for all my DeSoto County folks or wherever else you live, if you go across the border, you'll see that sign that says Tennessee state line. Mm-hmm. When you come back, you will not see one that says Mississippi state line.
No, you'll see one that says "Welcome to Mississippi," the hospitality state, but it doesn't say the state line.
We're so hospitable, we got rid of the borders.
Wow. Well, and what these other states do affect us, and I know we're 50 individual states, but if California or Texas or whoever, if they're letting these illegal aliens come, they don't all stay in Texas. They go to Florida. Well, if you're going to get from Texas to Florida or Texas to DC, well, how do you get there?
Well,
you come through Memphis
is important.
and Jackson,
the 10th Amendment is important. The founders knew what they were doing. And and I've told people from day one, and this goes for every state in the country, the only way your state succeeds, and this is how Texas and Florida have succeeded, Tennessee, is you become self-sufficient. You quit relying on federal money.
Right.
Because that's the hook. That's where they get you. People in state all the time are asking me, well, why don't we do this? Ron DeSantis is doing this, or whoever's doing this. Why aren't we doing this? Because people care more about keeping that pipeline open of federal money into Mississippi than becoming a self-sufficient state.
That's right.
And we will never succeed until we make that happen.
Yeah. And the last I checked, I think last year, 42% of the state of Mississippi's budget came from federal funds.
Right. It's ridiculous. And, the wealthiest people, well, I won't say that, but, we're making a lot of people wealthy. Let's just put it that way in state government.
Not only in our country, but in other countries as well.
Yeah. The most chased after jobs in the country shouldn't be government jobs.
No, they shouldn't.
It should be private sector.
Sure.
It shouldn't be government.
That's right.
Guess what? You look through what some of these college professors are making, it'll blow your mind, especially the ones that hate the country.
We're paying them $200,000 a year to hate the country, to teach our children to hate the country. I mean, it just makes no sense.
Highest paid government employees in the country are football coaches. Hey, people like good football.
Yeah.
But, taxpayers, you like them that much?
You're right.
$100 million contract or whatever. But anyway,
well, Steve, I know it's been a long. It's shocking to me that we're almost in the 9th month of this year, and of course that's Labor Day coming up in a couple of weeks, and I mean it just seems crazy. But I don't know about you, but I've had a heck of a year. I could use a couple days off, but right before Labor Day, you and I are gonna be on the road a little bit. We're traveling a little.
Yeah, we are, man. I'm excited about this. John and I are going to be speaking at a Take Back Mississippi meeting. If you got that flyer, go ahead and throw that thing up there. Down in Flowood, Mississippi. There's the address down there at the bottom. 6:30 p.m. Thursday, September 1st, Riverside Church. We're excited. We're going to be speaking down there to a bunch of patriots and hopefully teaching them, educating them, helping them get organized, helping them mobilize so that they know they have the tools they need to actually take their state back.
Absolutely, Steve. And if you're in the Flowood area on Thursday, September 1st, we'd love for you to come to Riverside Church and hear us. What we're going to be talking about is what we can do statewide at the county level, all over the state, that we can take Mississippi back, and we're going to explain how we're going to break out and educate the people, but also drill down to the precinct level on how we can get involved and get people involved to try to identify true conservative candidates and get our neighbors involved.
I've been known to get pretty revved up.
Yeah, that's right. Right. I'm looking forward to it.
So I may even do my Fargo strut.
I see Johnny Adams is on.
So, but anyway, we're looking forward to that. But guys, keep your eyes wide open. Things aren't as safe as they used to be. I tell people all the time, if you're not carrying, you should be.
That's right.
You should know your state laws, your state gun laws. And I wish I had his email address. I'd throw it up here. But Dana Criswell's the resident expert on federal and local gun laws. So maybe one of these days you can look up his email address. It's dcriswell@house.ms.gov. Is his state email. But let me just tell you, you need to know the emails. Open carry is legal in Mississippi.
That's right.
You can also carry a pistol in your pocket without a concealed carry permit as long as it's in a sheath. Okay. It's got to be in a sheath. So if you're going to be within, the state of Mississippi, ladies too, you can carry it in your purse. You can carry it in your pocket. But the craziness is rampant. And I just, my message to everybody is protect your family.
That's right.
Protect yourself. Stay on guard, be aware of what's around you at all times.
Absolutely.
So
Can't depend on the government, the police getting here 15 minutes from now, to protect you, protect yourself.
And since we got all this extra money, CNN said we got $100 extra a month.
Y'all
spend that on go buy some ammo. CNN says we're rich
now.
So
they said because gas went down 20 cents, we all got $100 a month raise.
Yeah,
but it's still $2 higher than it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are, man, they have jumped on. We have gotten $100 a month raise.
Well, look, guys, we want to remind you, if you want to get involved and take action, please go to freedomcaucus.ms. There's a take action link there that you can click on. And also, we have an email set up. We want to do an episode soon where we answer viewer questions, and we want some suggestions and feedback on episodes or topics you'd like for us to discuss. So please email us your questions or suggestions to the truthpodcast.ms@gmail.com. That's the truthpodcast.ms@gmail.com.
Also, we've got a group. I don't know if John has that up there, but the Conservative Coalition of Mississippi. We're trying to get people. That's a active Facebook group where we can discuss, whatever's going on, the current events, that kind of thing. And we're just trying to have a central place where all the conservative leaders can come together in Mississippi. And I promise you, if you're watching this video, you're a leader.
Yeah, that's right.
You're a leader. So
exactly
you need to go over there to that Facebook group, join that Facebook group. It's for education purposes, so that we can share information with each other. Because the more we can share, the more we can come together, the more we can work together, the better the outcome. Next year's elections, we got elections next year.
Yeah, primaries in August of next year.
So we need true conservatives working together. We need everybody to come together, work. John mentioned Freedom Caucus. Go over there and sign up for the newsletter, the email newsletter, so that you can be updated on everything that's going on.
Absolutely.
And we're going to be working hard to bring stuff to you, to expose stuff, to call stuff out, and to educate you so that you can address it. Because it's way past time to empower the people.
Yep.
Because that's where the government's supposed to be, the people.
That's right. We've got to get active. We got to get involved. We got to quit just typing on the keyboard on Facebook and social media and whining and complaining. We've got to do something. We've got to get active and organized.
Right. Well, we've enjoyed, I know it's brief, but we wanted to come on here and say hi. I know we have missed being able to talk to everybody, and watch that YouTube channel. If you did we put that link?
Yeah,
up?
I don't have a link to it, but
that's okay. It's the Truth.
The Truth Podcast.
We'll on YouTube. We're going to be posting all our videos and everything there because, like I said, we're excited to be posting some educational stuff to teach people, to empower people, so that you'll know where to go, what to do, what to find out. So that you don't have to ask people, you will be a power of one. And we're excited about that. Make sure you go over there. It's the Truth Podcast on YouTube, and please subscribe to the channel and share that channel. Tell everybody to subscribe to it. We're going to put some good stuff on there to help empower you to take your government back.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys joining us today. We've
Appreciate
got more episodes coming soon within some in-depth studies at different resources that we have available to help people find information about their elected representatives. So,
Yep. And I'm fired up because, guys, listen, I'm going to go ahead and promise you. Next video, next podcast, John's going to be fired up. Okay. I promise you. I'm going to get him fired up for the next meeting. He's going to be ready to go.
I had to do my best Ric Flair interpretation.
Yeah. So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll talk to y'all soon.